was just completely culminated in my experiences with Canada. And when I got older, my friends and I, and we would head up to Canada, and we would go up to Victoria, and we would go to the tea at the Empress. You know, these were very special moments for me. So I am absolutely in love with Canada and everything that you represent. Because when I think about Canadians in general, I think how much it also encompasses. When you think about all of the components that are in the elements of network marketing professionals, independence, when you think about celebrating everything that you stand for in this great country, forging your own way, setting your own course, being people of honor, of community, it is really culminating in network marketing, because that's what entrepreneurship is really, really all about. And so when you think about just components of the anthem even, and what does it mean? And it's funny when you research the Canadians' national anthem, there were so many versions that came through before they finally settled down and figured out which was the exact one that they wanted. But it's a lot of the processes in Canada too. There's so many original thinkers. But what I loved about it, because it ties so much very soon, right around the corner. So we're almost there. Thank you for your patience on that coming up. What is here right now, though, right now, if you went on your phone, is that we have translations in Chinese and French in the cloud under your language. This video, 6 Amazing Years. Let's roll it for a minute so you know which one I'm talking about. But if you listen to him in every meeting, on every single phone call, all he is concerned about is championing Canada. All he has on his heart and mind is about making sure that the people of Canada are taken care of. And he has over a decade of experience, not only on the network marketing side, but the corporate side. He is there for you. And so now I give you that sacred pledge to say, on behalf of all of us who work tirelessly for you to be successful at the end of the day, it is absolutely up to you. It is all up to you. And I would ask you to write down 5 words. If you're taking notes and you have your notepad that you were given when you got here, write down the 5 words that are in bold. Because these are the most important takeaway items that you can walk away with and talk to your leaders about in your groups when you get home and when you get on the road. Because these events are great, but if you don't do anything with them, then it was just a day that you spent with some lovely people, hearing some inspirational stories, but it will fade in time if you don't do some functional behaviors when you leave, which is number 1, writing down what your goals are. Do you know in 2016 what it is that you want? Tangible goals. What is it that you want? It's the most important piece that you can have. What are your goals? What are your aspirations? And are you ready to remove the obstacles out of your way that will prevent you from focusing on the business? Even if you're only devoting an hour or 2 a day, will it help you to focus on what it is that you need to do or change in your life? Are you working on your strengths? You know what they say? Work on your strengths. Minimize your weaknesses, but exploit your strengths, because we all have them. And are you immersing yourself in personal development? Do you have a mentor? Are you asking your team how you're doing? Are you open for constructive feedback? Are you cultivating them? Are you creating results? And are you tangibly measuring them and seeing that maybe if I do this one behavior, I'm not getting a result from that? We do that at corporate all the time. Which is, if I do a bunch of things and I can't measure that it was successful, we're not going to keep doing it, and neither should you. You're business owners. You're the CEOs of your own companies. Are you getting the results, and are you an example in your life, to your team, to your people? Leading by example. Ask yourself that question. If you looked at the people in your group and they did exactly what you did, would you have a successful team? And I imagine the answer is probably yes. It's a very high quality level of leaders. But it is, at the end of the day, up to you. And so as I close with a quote from a very famous Canadian, one of the most famous Canadians, this is what it's all about. Big decisions happen at big events.